Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to Perspective. Now, over the past 2 years, the global community has been subjected to the most horrific pictures on screen, and of course we do know social media has been absolutely abuzz with the genocide taking place in Palestine. And we very far removed from the actual genocide. We here in South Africa, but I think we too are traumatized by the horrors we see playing out on our screens. But we watch it for a couple of minutes and then we carry on with our normal business till the next set of images and the next bombings happen and the next report by the health ministry in Palestine, in Gaza, send out a report stating which neighborhood has been bombed, how many people have been killed, how many children have been maimed, and how many lives have been totally and utterly devastated, and how many families have been separated, how many mothers and fathers and brothers and sisters are looking for their family members. Will they ever be reunited? But we here on the opposite side of the continent, we very comfortable. And like I've just explained, we watch this footage for 2 minutes, 3 minutes. We dig deep into our pockets to give aid to the people of Palestine and make shukr alhamdulillah that we're not in that situation. Today we have a family in studio with us. They are the Ayyash family, and they're going to share their Palestinian story with us on air. And I hope that that brings us to the realization that it's not only the Ayyash family that's going to talk about their story of suffering, of separation, of worry, of heartbreak. It is the story of all Palestinians. So join me in welcoming the Ayyash family to Hilaal TV today, and let's hear their story. Assalamu alaikum, welcome to the program.
Alaikum salam.
You are brother Bahir, you are little Mira, not so little, but Mira, and Rasha, sister Rasha. Assalamu alaikum to you. With all I can say is with a broken heart, but I don't even think anything compared to the trauma and the horrors that you have been exposed to. We can't even begin to imagine what life must be like in Gaza and in Palestine as a whole. But your story is special simply because you have 3 children still in Palestine whilst you are here in South Africa. Now, you're not here on holiday. You came here for a very special reason. And before we do start talking about your story, can you introduce yourself to us, both of you, and tell us what your life was like in Palestine, your qualifications first, what sort of work you were doing, and how the horror started for you as a family?
Assalamu alaikum. Jazakumullah khair. Thank you for hosting us here. My name is Bahir Ayyash. I'm a civil engineer. I was working in a private company in Gaza. I worked as street engineer and building engineer. I used to work all the day, even the holidays we were working. Alhamdulillah, it was a comfortable life. It was a normal life, very simple. Alhamdulillah, we were quite wealthy. We have comfortable things. Everything you can dream, we have owned before. My children were very educated, very acknowledged, happy family, like any other families, with a comfortable home. Alhamdulillah, it was a very nice life. I wish we can go back there.
Inshallah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept your du'as. You talk about a comfortable life. It was so comfortable that Rasha, your wife, didn't have to work. She was a full-time homemaker, and that's You chose that simply because you were able to afford to give your family a comfortable life. Rasha, what were your qualifications, or what are your qualifications?
I am a computer engineer, but I didn't work in Gaza because we were not in need to work. Alhamdulillah, we were live in a comfortable life. We were wealthy, alhamdulillah. So all my time was for my children. I care about them, alhamdulillah. They were the first in everything. They were saving Quran, alhamdulillah. Everything was all right, alhamdulillah.
Till the horror started. Did you have any inkling, Bahir, that on the 2nd of October 2 years ago, when the start of the attack on the stadium on the Israelis, did you ever imagine, and in your own circles think, that this would be the result? The horrors of a genocide on innocent Palestinian men, women, and especially our children. And the intent on the side of the IDF is very clear. It's very deliberate. It's very precise. They want to wipe out Palestinian children so that there will not be a future generation of Palestinian people. How do you see it?
On 6 October, before a day, I was in Egypt, preparing myself for a new life, for a new contract, for working. It was a normal day. But in the morning of 7 October, when it started, no one can imagine that it would be like this. I was thinking to go back to Gaza that time. Then I called my family. I'm preparing myself to go back, inshallah, to be with you. But they said, no need for that. It will be a normal war, because we have faced lots of war before, but not like this genocide. That time, the border was closed. I tried to go back, but I didn't. But I continue being outside of Gaza with the hope that it will take some time as a revenge, and it will end it. No one can imagine that it will be still working until this year, 2025, since 2023, 2 years, 2 complete years. No one can imagine that. And this amount of bombing and killing every day, the thousands of people who's between injured or dead all the day, more than 1,000 per day, 100 killed and 900 or more is injured. Every day, every single day, it is the same situation for 2 years. Unbelievable. You can't imagine that something will happen anywhere in the world.
We've heard of stories. We've had previous guests come in here to Hilaal TV to share their stories with us, Palestinian people. And there was one family in particular who said to us that their entire extended family had been bombed out. And they were talking about a family grouping of about over 100 people. The entire family was killed. And I'm kind of wondering, what's the situation like with your family? You had a house in Rafah. Explain to us where exactly is Rafah. And we are also told that Rafah is the area where aid is supposed to get through into Palestine. Is that in fact true?
Yes, Rafah is the town of south of Gaza Strip. It's on the border of Rafah, of Gaza Strip and Egypt, and the occupation Palestine, which is called Israel. So it's the place that connected these two areas, and according to that position, it has the only crossing border that can be used for traveling or importing things from outside of Gaza. Because Gaza used to be without factories according to the IDF plans. They need us only to import, to depend on this border, because we are under siege since 2005 till now. So this area was full you know, the border and the places near to the border, the crossing border, always have trades and
Very
stores.
vibrant,
Yes,
very
it's
vibrant.
full of life.
Yes.
Because it's a place for goods come inside Gaza. So that you will find that traders, the wholesale traders, have their stocks and their warehouses by the border. So Rafah was full of that movement. It's still moving till 2 a.m. morning. You'll see people going up and down, buying, stocking, removing. It's full of life. Now it's the opposite. It's a grave. It's a sandy grave. It's demolished 100%. Nothing exists in Rafah. The only building is standing is the building that the IDF take as a military base. So you are talking about 10 or 20 building in all of Rafah.
So you were in Egypt at the time the bombing started. You called back home and the family told you it's not too bad, it will pass like previously, even though Palestine is obviously certain parts totally occupied prior to the genocide. You were still living under Israeli rule. Your movements were very restricted even back then before the genocide. But it was never as bad as this. Nobody imagined it would be as horrific as this. When you were told not to worry and not to come home, get your business done, what were you thinking and seeing going forward? When did you realize that the situation is so serious, so dire, that you need to try and go back and do something for your family? So let's talk about that right after the ad break, and then how did you reunite with your family again? And what was going through your mind at that time when you saw all the horrible bombings going down? But right after the ad break, we are talking to the Ayyash family, and we are sharing a Palestinian story with you right here on Hilaal TV. Welcome back. This is a difficult story to be listening to. It's a hard interview, simply because we're hearing from the people that were very close to the situation. And of course it is the Bahar family that are here, the Ayyash family that are here in studio sharing their story, a Palestinian story, about the genocide in Gaza. So when did you come back home? Were there alarm bells ringing? Did Rasha say to you, you better come home, things are very, very bad? And when you did get back home, what did your neighborhood look like? Or at that time, did they not start bombing you?
Okay, let me explain something. The border is closed since 7 October till now.
Okay.
No one can
so you were
go
locked
back.
out?
Yes. So I didn't have a chance to see or to wait for someone died or to make Fatiha when someone belonged to me died, which a lot of them happened, but I didn't make it, just make Salah and make Dua and send far away Fatiha for them. I wish I can see their graves or to say for someone, Alhamdulillah, you are good, may Allah give you full shifa. Lots of these things I was prevented to do.
So you never went back to Rafah from the time you
100%.
were locked out?
Yes.
You were getting first-hand accounts from your wife. You were in constant contact with her and other family members.
Okay, it's not an everyday communication. You know, under the war and the bombing, no power from the first day of 7 October. You can imagine a town without any electricity. So there is no a chance to charge your phones, which you can communicate with. So lucky, alhamdulillah, we had some solar system that time. She can charge for herself, then I can contact them. But that didn't still long. The 7 October started, and bombing was worst every day till bombing of my house. It was in 23 of December 2023. That time the connection was cut between me and my family for days. I heard from some neighbors that your home was bombed and your children, all of them, in a hospital. And one of the hardest news I heard before that, my little girl was 4 years, she did.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
So it was like this. You know, it's bad communication there and bad signal. That signal, that record reached me after Maghrib, and it was sent after Asr. I was watching the news that time. I saw it's family area. It looked like my area. Maybe I'm imagining. But you know, after bombing, everything is different. You see dust everywhere, people screaming everywhere, people are running. No one is standing in front of the camera to check, is this my neighbor, is this my cousin or not? Everyone is running, everyone is shouting, everyone is covered with that dust, everyone is black. So, because I missed them, I thought that I missed them, so I'm imagining this is my area. But it was my area. In fact, my previous area was completely damaged. And when you're watching the news, 65 people was killed in this bomb. Inshallah, Allah save them. Inshallah, may Allah save them. But watching the news all the day, I didn't realize that I'm watching my children live was targeting. Then the second video was published on the media at that time. It was from the hospital itself. So I saw someone I know, a child calling dad, dad, and screaming. They're trying to cut their clothes because she is bleeding from her neck. I felt that time these clothes are familiar for me, but maybe it's another child. But it's looked like the same. It's looked
So
like
you're
the
watching
same.
your own
My
child being operated on.
100%.
You didn't realize that at the time?
Half of my heart was thinking that it's my daughter, and other half making that it's not.
Rasha, when all of this was happening, when the bombing happened, what did you do? Did you take the child and the children to hospital, or?
First of all, I was searching about my children. They are thrown away. They are bleeding. All the place was full of dust.
You were inside the house?
Yes. I didn't find my children. I was shouted, "Where's my children?" I was called them by names. It's difficult. It's difficult to explain what happened at that time.
Did you find them? Did you try looking for them? And then when and how did you get the children to hospital?
I go to hospital to search about them.
You didn't find them in the house?
No.
So you went to hospital to look for them?
Yes.
How far was the hospital from your house?
I don't know how far, but we go running to the house, to the hospital. I found the 3 of them, but the 4th one was my baby Rivan. I didn't find her. They told me that she dead.
At the hospital?
Yes.
She was at the hospital, but she had
I
passed away.
didn't find her. She
Not
was
even
in
at
a
the
very
hospital.
difficult situation. She was cutting from her neck, bleeding. Also, she has cut in her stomach. She was burning from her face. I found Mira. I go with Mira. Mira was also in difficult situation in her leg and the bleeding from her face. First of all, they supposed to cut her leg, and Mira was shouting, "No, no, don't cut my leg, please." After that, they transferred to another hospital, and Mira go to operations, to make operation. At that time, I didn't know anything about the 3 other children in different hospital, and I don't know anything about them. I was only with Mira, and there was no contact to call them, to know anything about them.
When did you hear about the children being in hospital? You saw the shot of one of your children being attended to by a doctor. In your heart of hearts, you were hoping that it's not your child, but you also knew that it must be. What were you thinking? And were you trying desperately to try and make contact with someone to give you the full story?
It was one of the hardest minutes in my life. I felt that I'm useless. I can't do anything. I can't help them, and I can't even call them to make sure that they are in this situation or not. And that time when I have that record from my cousin, that "Assalamu alaikum, I'm sorry to tell you that your children are injured and your smallest, the youngest daughter, passed away." It was hard. I said Alhamdulillah. I thought that time it must be a test of Allah. So Alhamdulillah, I said Alhamdulillah. Allah make it easier for me and give me that time sabr. Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen. After a couple minutes, I had another voice note that Alhamdulillah, we find your daughter. She's a fine, and
The little one?
The little one.
Oh,
But she
Alhamdulillah.
had a cut in her neck, big cut. But they are doing their best. She is in another hospital. They take her in an ambulance with her uncle. So she's there. Inshallah, if we got contact with him, we'll let you know. But you must know that she is, Alhamdulillah, alive. Alhamdulillah, that was minutes, but like years. Years of thinking what I can do, where should I go, what will happen next. It was terrible. You can't describe what you are facing that time.
You must have been going through hell.
Yes.
Let us just hold it there. When we come back, I want to talk to Mira. I'd like her to tell us about her ordeal, inshallah. The Ayyash family are sharing their Palestinian story with us, and even though it's just mother, father and one daughter in studio with us, this is the story of all of the Palestinian families. This is one family sharing with us, but they are talking on behalf of the entire Gaza and the rest of Palestine. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala make it easy. We will be back and we'll be talking some more about the Palestinian story. We're sharing a Palestinian story with you. It's one family, the Ayyash family, but the horrors that they're sharing with us on air today is the horror of every other Palestinian family that are stuck in that hole, and the genocide is continuing on our brothers and sisters in Palestine. Back to you, and Bahir, when you then finally got the news that all your kids are okay, there was a point where, did you get the news that they were probably going to amputate Mira's leg? What did you say? What were you thinking? You were stuck. There was no ways you could get back into Palestine.
That time, what happened that Mira, when she was injured, she lost 70% of her leg muscles. So when this behavior go to the hospital, for a hospital without any medicine, without any antibiotic, without any
Anesthetic as
bed.
well.
Yes. So when doctors saw a state like this, they prefer to reduce the risk by cutting the leg. That's happened with a lot of children and people in Gaza. It's not a thing they like to do, but they forced to prefer losing life. They prefer to lose a part of the body to avoid the infection or these things. There is no medicine in Gaza. So when they saw her leg, it was multiple broken with big loss of muscles. It's bleeding everywhere. So the first solution they were thinking about to cut the leg. Alhamdulillah, she was lucky. Some doctors saw her. Okay, let's her away. I'll take care about her. He took her with the ambulance to another hospital. He knows that there is some medicine still there, and she got that chance to survive, which a lot of children lost.
So, what was the fate of your 3 other children? I will come to you on that one, how you managed to find them. But how is it that you, your wife, and Mira have come to South Africa? What were the circumstances that led up to the 3 of you reuniting and coming to South Africa?
We reunite in Egypt when they transferred to take treatment in Egypt.
Were they allowed to go to Egypt for treatment?
For the first days or first months of the war, especially in January, after her injury in December, after 15 days, they allowed some people who has serious situations to take treatment outside of Gaza because they know there is no medicine inside Gaza. So she had that chance and transferred to Egypt with her mother. But unfortunately, the same time, she had to move. She didn't know, or her mother know, that they have the ability to move outside of Gaza because no internet in Gaza, no communication in Gaza. Because I was out of Gaza, I was following the news. I saw their names. They have the permission to travel. So I tried my best to contact some people. I know they have the SIM card, the web card for communication. I talked to them. Please go to my wife and my daughter. They are in this hospital. Tell them that your name's on the list to travel to Egypt to take treatment, and the ambulance are waiting for you at the gate of the hospital. She was shocked that time. You can imagine a mother didn't saw any of her children for 2 weeks or 3 weeks. Suddenly she has to travel to another country, but without the children, the 3 of them. The 3 of the children didn't meet each other because they are separate also. We are trying to avoid bombing again, so I separate them with separate families. And the mother can't collect them, no internet, no communication, no telephones. No one can reach the other to collect them again, to take them with her. So she had to travel alone with only one daughter.
How did you feel about that decision that you had to make? A very difficult decision because you had to leave the 3 children and you had to take Mira for hospital care to Egypt.
It's very hard, but I think about Mira. I must rescue her leg. I want to see her again, walk on her leg. I go to Mira to Egypt, but since the other children injured till now, I didn't saw them. I hear they are okay, as you hear now. But since they injured, I didn't see them, I didn't hug them, I didn't care about them till now.
How is it that you came to South Africa, the three of you? Who assisted you in getting here? And I understand it was purely for medical reasons.
Yes.
And how did you get here and how long are you here?
We came here with an organization taking care of the children of Gaza who was taking treatment in Egypt. That time we had the choice to go to Syria, to many countries. Then we choose South Africa according to my background of the supporting we have in Gaza from South Africa people. I thought it would be the best decision to come here. We were the first one who come here for treatment. We took treatment in Raslo Hospital. By the way, special thank for them for all what they did for us, for my daughter. Good doctors and good staff. Jazakallah khair. We came here last year in the 1st of September 2024. So it's more than a year now. After she finished her first stage of treatment, we decided to stay here in the country. You know, we don't have the ability to go back there in Gaza. And you won't find, as a Palestinian, you won't find a welcome country like South Africa. So we stayed here, hoping we can reunite again with the children we have in Gaza.
What are the chances of reuniting with your family, and what is it going to take to bring the rest of your family, 3 more children? Are you working on that? Are you getting the necessary support and help in trying to repatriate your children here? And having said that, as you and I sit and speak here now, are the children safe, and do you have regular contact with them?
Regularly contact, it's not the specific word you can talk, especially in Gaza. Nothing regular in Gaza, it's not a regular situation.
But you do have contact?
We have contact with them, but not regular. Maybe every couple of days or since once a week. Sometimes in some difficult situation, once a month for life. Like the previous months before, 3 or 4 months, was very bad. So I didn't have chance for a month sometimes to talk to them. I'm working 70% of my time is about how to get them, what process I can do to get them here. Who should I talk to? In fact, I had scammed twice before, trying to get the children out, but I won't give up. You know, this is a bad situation, and it's a very tragical story. Some people trying to get benefit of that, but you can't give up. It's the life of 3 children. They don't have the power to take care about themselves. My father and my mother taking care about my children, and my brother who's Shaheed also, he has 4 children. So they are all to take care about 7 children. They are needy, you know, the children are very needy. And everything is very hard, very expensive, and nothing near to them. They must go walking for long distance to bring stuff from here or from here, to prepare some clear water. There's no clear water in Gaza. They must buy it from far distance. So it's very hard for them.
Are those children okay as far as their injuries are concerned? Are they all right?
This is the question I need to take care of. Till now, I hear that they were in hospital and they discharged from hospital, but what the situation is, we don't relate it. The girl, the small girl, has a cut in her neck. It's a big cut. I don't know if that affects on her nerves or not. The boy has a broken shoulder, and according to the doctor of my friends, he saw his X-ray. He said, your son the bones was joined in wrong way. It must be broken again and reunited. But the problem, this work can't be done in Gaza during the situation. There is serious situation more than my son, he's alive. There is too much people need more care in hospitals. So no one can give them any aid. So I'm thinking to bring them here, to check them again and see what the situation is, inshallah, and solve all of this.
Inshallah, when we get back from the ad break, let's talk about your life in South Africa, how you're managing to make ends meet, and inshallah, what sort of progress you've made to get your children back to South Africa. We'll be back with you in a minute or two. We are talking to the Ayyash family about their horrific experience in Gaza. The family is now here in South Africa, but 3 of their children are still in Gaza. And of course, Brother Bahir is desperately doing anything that he possibly can, approaching as many organizations as he can to try and get his kids to South Africa, because I understand that those kids too need medical treatment. What is Mira's situation at the moment? Is she okay now? Has she been medically sorted out so that she explained to me she goes for homeschooling? Is she able to get around?
She's fine, alhamdulillah, but there is some surgery must be done after a while for her. But she's working now, not 100%, but she's doing her best exercise every day for herself, like physiotherapy, teach her. So she's improving, you know, she don't give up, alhamdulillah. And that.
Rasha, you're a qualified computer engineer. Your situation has changed completely. You were a homemaker. You didn't have to work because your husband provided well for you. He's a civil engineer. But things have changed now that you're in South Africa. What are you doing to help the family make ends meet?
In South Africa, I make Palestinian food, such as pies, date biscuits, qatayef, pita bread, to sell that stuff, to spend on ourselves and to send to our children and family in Gaza. As you know, everything in Gaza is very expensive, so we try to help them as we can.
It's hard work.
It's hard work, and we lost all the means of life since we separate about them. I can't describe our feeling that we can't eat our food and our children suffer from hunger. We can't breathe safety here, and our children in danger, worried, frightened, nothing well in Gaza.
I can't even begin to imagine the pain, the heartbreak, the trauma that you as a mother and you as a family are experiencing right now. Allah make it easy, inshallah. I think the all-important thing here is, Bahir, how we as South Africans can assist you in the process of getting your kids to South Africa so that they can get the necessary help, medically and otherwise, to reunite as a family and get the help they need. So what does that process look like?
In fact, our mission now to get the names of the children on the list for the people who have the permission to leave Gaza. So this comes from some organization like the WHO organization. They are taking care about the injured people to travel Gaza via the border of Israel. And there is the government of Egypt itself is the one who controls the border of Rafah. If we have a chance to open Rafah border again, that time I need to include the names of the children in this list as possible, as soon as possible. You know, many families want to travel, they don't have a place in Gaza, and too much people injured need to take treatment outside. So every one of them will try to get his name in this list. So it will be a long list, and we have certain amount of people can travel per day. The maximum number we had before is 200. You are talking about hundreds of thousands. So if we are late including the names of the children in this list, you know, the IDF can remake the war again, like the previous ceasefire. So I need to get them in the first days of this deal after opening the border. So I'm trying to get someone has a relationship with some of these organizations like the WHO or the Egyptians or the Red Cross. Anyone can help to discharge these children, to reunite with us again. You know, they are very young, they can't do anything for themselves, but the most important thing that they need the mother and father in their life. You are talking about 2 years now.
Absolutely. Have you approached any organizations or embassies or government officials whilst in South Africa? I do know there are a few people in South Africa trying to assist you, but clearly you need more help.
So we tried to contact ambassadors, we tried to contact organizations, we emailed them, we sent them messages, and they replied, and they were very helpful for us, but the problem, they can't take this mission during their programs. Their programs is charity or aid. They can't assist moving people from Gaza to outside. This is separate case they can't involve in. So our mission to try to get someone inside the WHO or the Red Cross or the Egyptian government, they can do it, that side. So I'm trying to get someone, maybe have some relationship with someone in the Egyptian government. The Egyptian government have the ability to make this list. I'm trying to get someone maybe related to our South African ambassador in Egypt. Maybe he can send our voice, send our case to his ear, then he knows about us. Maybe he can contact someone in Egypt to make some difference in our case and to end this story. We can't do it alone. We don't have that power. We are foreigner here, but we hope that our brothers and sisters in Islam can assist us in this. Maybe they have that power or that relationship. We don't know. It's just a try for us. Maybe Allah open a way for someone hear our story and send it to the right place and make a difference. Result we didn't expect.
Have you made any contact with anyone in South Africa to try and assist you? I'm thinking perhaps the Egyptian embassy and other South African people here who may have a bit of contacts or a bit of influence whereby they can give you some assistance.
We tried much, and we have much of them helping us. They are searching the same like us, like a member of our family. They are searching for a way to get the children out. They are trying their best, Jazakumullah khair. And here we sent messages and mails to the ambassadors of some countries, Palestinian Authority and other countries, but no one gave us a response here. Especially the Palestinian, they said we should wait. We don't have the ability to deal with the IDF. So we are searching for another or alternative power that can make some difference in our situation.
Well, we hope and pray, inshallah, by way of this program, that someone does in fact reach out to you and able to assist you in getting the children's names on that list. If you do manage to get the children's names on the list, how soon do you think you can be reunited with your family?
As soon as they pass the crossing border, it's just the time of flight. They can be here. They have their own passports. All the papers are 100%. Their passports are valid, so no one can concern. It will be a matter of couple days. They will be here, inshallah. That's the only thing we are dreaming with.
I'm wondering about aid agencies. We have a lot of aid agencies in South Africa, and they do have contacts. They are well connected. Do you think that might be a possibility for you? You know, there's people like Gift of the Givers, Africa Muslims Agency, and a whole host of aid agencies that do have contacts. Have you tried maybe approaching them to help you?
I tried a few of them, especially some biggest organization. They have their own program. They can't change it, like charity or aid. They offer to help us in these things, but our case is not aid, it's not charity. Our mission is to reunite the family again.
Inshallah. We are almost at the end of the show, and obviously if anybody is able to assist you, they can get hold of us here at Hilaal TV, and we will give the details of Sister Bahia, who is in close contact with you as a family, and inshallah we do hope and pray that some goodness and khair comes out of this. Thank you very much. Ongoing du'as for you as a family and the rest of Palestine. That's where we leave it for today. Please reach your contacts and try and see if we can assist this family in getting their children back here in South Africa and reunite with the family. The mother hasn't seen the rest of her family, 3 children, and the father for that matter, for over 2 years. Well, the mother for a year and the father over 2 years. So please, let's try and make a collective effort in getting this family connected to the right authorities to bring their children to South Africa. Till the next time, thank you for watching. Assalamu alaikum and Khuda Hafiz.